Hi people of the internets, my name is Revile2NR and welcome back to City Skylines Sunset Harbor DLC. Flying over the campus right now, going into the industrial area that we built a long time ago. Man, this city, it's looking fantastic and I'm loving it a whole bunch. So much so that we're gonna build a whole new town. Yes, flying over Wally World. Oh, Wally World, you look so great. Man, the city is looking fantastic, but today we're going to be building a whole new area of the city away from the city, right? It's for all those people that aren't about the city living. They just want to live in the suburbs, not to be disturbed by anyone. So, we're going to start off by making the exit and entrance ramp for this area using this big chunk of highway intersection thing. That. Perfect. Whatever the hell I was trying to say just then, I'm not quite sure. We're using this, we're hooking this bad boy up, and thankfully, we have Move It installed. So we're going to make those curves look a little bit better, because look at that, that's like 90-degree action going on. You can't have that on a highway, right? You can't have 90-degree turns on a highway. It's not the best. And remember this little piece of road that went over into the industrial area? So this is going to be one of the main roads that goes through our new town. What I wanted to do was use this Central Park asset as the main park in the center of the town. But I do want to edit the Central Park asset. I know you can create your own assets and stuff in this game. I want to see if I can edit this asset so that there isn't as many trees. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't want there to be that many trees there. And I want to make it look personal, right? So we're going to edit that at a later date. It might even be its own video. If it's video worthy of being its own thing, I'm not sure. We'll check it out, see how it works. I've never done it before, so it'll be interesting to see. And we're gonna have our standard roundabout at the end of the highway entrance for this area, right? Just to keep traffic moving. And I really wanted around the Central Park, I wanted to have bigger roads on the side. But, I don't know, I'm kind of happy with the way it turned out. I think it turns out pretty good in the long run. So what I'm doing right now is setting up the roundabout so that the traffic behaves properly, doesn't get in each other's way, keeps things flowing, right? All that good stuff. I'm changing the roads on the outside of the town square right there, because I don't want them to be the exact same thing, right? I want to change it up a little bit, and I want the main road to go towards that lake, because we're going to have some kind of big park there, right? We're going to have to build a really nice park at that lake. I think it's going to be great. But right now, we're planning out basically like the little housing neighborhoods that are going to exist for this town. And the way I always seem to do these is it reminds me of the neighborhoods in Levittown where I grew up. I grew up in Levittown, the one outside of Philadelphia, not the one outside of New York. And for people that aren't in the know, I think it's like one of the biggest suburbs in the world, possibly, maybe? Or maybe in the United States? I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to actually look that up. But it's, if you ever saw the movie Edward Scissorhands, that neighborhood, that's pretty much like Levittown, right? They're all cookie cutter houses that look exactly the same. All the streets, like if I dropped you off somewhere, you would not know where you were at all, because all the streets kind of look the same. They're all windy like this, and every section has this main drive that goes around, which is that loop. And then it has these little connection roads that connect to parkways and bigger roads that have all the shops and everything on it. So that's what I was kind of going for when I made this. It was more like a Levittown style area where you have these big housing sections with winding roads, and they're all connected with these little tiny connection roads, and they have a big drive that goes around them to kind of give them a border. So that's what most of the housing sections are going to be like. But I also wanted to have some nice, what I'm hoping will be nice homes in this area that goes all the way up and next to this river that runs down there. So here we're planning out another housing section. Now there is, right to the right of where I'm building now, that is kind of a mountain, so that kind of dictates the size. God, I know we're playing in Richard, but jeez. Oh, we need to think of a name for this town too. I don't know what to call it, so if you have an idea, post in the comments below, let me know. I have no ideas for names for this yet, but that's fine. We'll think of something real good. It'll be fantastic. Here I'm just trying to level out using Move It. It works a bit, but if you try and get a little, like, look at that. You can't get carried away with it. I tried, it didn't work. I also wanted to put a wonderful little water tower, but he's too far away from the roads and I don't feel like putting in power lines, so I had to scratch that idea for now. Maybe we'll go back and do that, because I always think of like typical American towns as having water towers with like the name of their town on it and shit. I don't know. Is that like a very American thing? I feel as though it is. I kind of feel as though it is. You definitely have like big water towers with the name of the town on it and stuff. Or maybe like the high school football team's name on the fucking water tower. I don't know. I watched too many Little Giants as a kid. Alright, now we're zoning everything out. I wanted to try something by basically just having 4x4 offices and commercial mixed in. I wanted to see how that looked for our town center, and I put the library because I wanted some kind of government building at the head of the town square, right? Maybe we can find something even more interesting for the other end right here where I'm at now. Maybe we can find some other cool government building to put there. Maybe like a town hall or something. Oh, I'll take a look on the workshop, see if I can find something. That would be great. And right now, just finishing everything. Everything is zoned out. We have little shops on the entrances, which I think is a really cool idea. But the rest is just mainly houses. Everything's all watered up, good to go. They have this huge industrial area that we still have to decorate next to them. And now we just get to kick back and watch a nice, beautiful time lapse. Ah, who doesn't like a good time lapse, right? They're the best. People are gonna love this neighborhood. I mean, look at the view. You're far enough away from the city, but you could just see the skyline off in the distance. Oh, look how beautiful Richard is. Ah, it's the most beautiful I've ever seen. City. Oh man, it looks beautiful though, especially at night. It's so peaceful out in the suburbs. You don't have to listen to sirens every 5 seconds, jackhammers, just peace and quiet, especially at night. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. You can see the hills in the background. So nice. But with this episode, we're pretty much just gonna build everything up. The dawn of a new day. Yes! We're gonna build up this little town, and then the next episode, we're gonna get more into the decorating, right? That is a very hilly main road leading into town. Look at that. That's kind of nice. I like it. I'm not gonna do too much leveling and stuff like I do in the city, because in the suburbs, I don't know, you definitely seem to have more hilly action going on in the suburbs than in the city, right? So I'm kind of gonna stick by that and not do too much terraforming. But there is one thing that this town needs, right? They got a really awesome central park in the middle of their town, which I need to edit to tone it down with the trees. But we might as well give them a high school football team, right? They need a high school and a football field and a team and team spirit and all that good stuff. So we're gonna have to build that in this episode too, and hopefully that will entice people to move into this beautiful new town, right? You gotta hook them somehow, right? Get out of the hustle and bustle of the major city, come out to the beautiful suburbs where, train station about to come in. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier while I was planning this out, but we are right next to the industrial station. There's train tracks. Why don't we have a passenger train station? I couldn't think of the word. Why can't we have a passenger train station here for all the people to get to and fro the city? Great idea, me. Look at this. Look at us go. And of course, we need to have parking lots, right? Because I love them and they look wonderful. I have a little bit of difficulty with this parking lot, but it's okay. I tamed and mastered the parking lot. It does look real nice though, I must say. And I don't think that little tiny road, you can't park on it anyway to begin with. And the major road just outside of it, I don't think there's parking available there either. So we actually do kind of need that parking lot. In fact, if we see that parking lot getting all full and stuff, yeah, you guessed it. It's like Christmas. We get to build a whole nother parking lot. Holy shit, I'm excited. And now we're just gonna line this to hide the ugliness, but I'm not feeling those trees, right? Those were not the proper trees for this location. This one's called Bushy, right? How can that not be? I want bushes everywhere. Adorable, I love it. Now we're just putting in different rail lines from each rail train station that we have to the one that we just made. Is that a good idea? Is that how you should do things? I don't know. But don't worry, we also go in and we adjust them so that there aren't like 50 million trains on one line, right? Because that would be ridiculous. There's just one or two trains, depending on how many people, I forget. But now, look at this. Go team! Hell yeah! It's right next to the town center too. And they got a basketball team. Holy shit. This high school is all about the sports. And we have to put in real cool, nice little paths, right? For people to get in and out of the high school, to and fro. I think that's going to be the next thing that we do in the next episode. When we start to beautify this place up as it begins to grow even more, we have to make sure we add paths in and parks and middle schools too, or elementary schools. We need all those, sir. All those things too. My English is failing, oh no. But I love these assets. They look so great. Look at that little football field. It's wonderful. Go team, and you guessed it, putting in parking lots, hell yeah. If you have just the greatest high school football team ever, you're gonna need a big parking lot, right? For when you have home games. You need a parking lot where you can like pick on the enemy team when they come to visit, like throw eggs at them and stuff, and they try and like steal your mascot, and then, I don't know, Kelly ends up going out with Jesse, crazy shit happens. I miss Saved by the Bell. That show was great. When I wake up in the morning, I want to hear that theme song just like right now. Alright, we're moving over the path. Did you see that? It was wonderful. That path looks so much better now. Just going along. I considered a baseball field too, right? But these guys, they can't have all these wonderful things, right? We have to save the baseball field maybe for the other side of town, right? We'll do it near the elementary school, right? Oh, that's perfect. Little elementary baseball. Look at this. We even put in the first graveyard for this town. So you can come, live, and die right here. Oh, it's great. We'll put that on the brochure, right? Come to whatever this town is called and die. Yay! Oh, we should actually put in elder care and child care facilities in this place too. Oh, I'm already starting to think of all these different ideas and things that I want to do. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm excited. And we need, I think that'll be the first thing I want to do. I want to find a good government building to put on the opposite side of the town square, right next to the graveyard too. That'll be cool. And look at this, zoning out the whole place. One major thing that I want to do with this zoning is, yeah, you see me here going through the policies. I'm looking for Old Town. We make it Old Town so that none of the trucks from that industrial area can drive through the town to get to the highway. They can only go through the town if they're delivering something. But here it is, the very beginnings. Go team! Go Team Central! Ugh, what a boring name. Maybe I'll re-put that down and we'll get a better name next time. But here's the beginnings of the town. We got the main street with a bunch of offices and shops and all that good stuff. How nice, how wonderful. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy watching, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!